to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Reese?
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. So the Texas Longhorns headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw one first. Still looking. Lets it fly. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Driven back.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early, put yourself in a hole, not good.
They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, it's Hill. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a proven game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run, nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Off play action. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback changing the play. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's Manning to throw. Right side, it's Wingo. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Manning from the gun on third down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to go up top on second down. Rush right in his face. Complete to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Ducks are marching down the field. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They'll need a bunch on second down. On play action. Rolls right. He'll try to do it himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets the back moving. Second down, going to throw it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Arch to throw. Moves to his right. Got it in the middle. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down,
throws toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're testing the right side here. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Buffalo, taking on the number 15 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Bulls, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
At the 40, there he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Arch is going to throw for it. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the shot. Touchdown, Longhorn! Once he got some room, it was over.
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Press set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires downfield. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
He'll take a deep shot here. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity. From the 23-yard line.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The give to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Plows his way ahead. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This could end up being the biggest drive of the game. Down 21-0, you have to keep it from getting out of hand. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Raiola blasted as he lets it go. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. But this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. There he goes down the right side. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Arch Madness. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Quick give. It's Hill. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Stepping to the right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
The play fake. Raiola rushes on. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This crowd knows when to bring it. In deafening noise, here's Dylan Raiola. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Raiola. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Manning. Right side, it's Thomas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Throwing Manning. Gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
From the gun, the ground game. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turns into the pile. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Manning. Buying time to his right. He'll get rid of it. Just gets rid of that one.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here's Raiola to throw. Firing deep. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Oregon. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. He wants a big play here late. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Here's Raiola to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. At the 20, he's got space. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the